You have entered the Chronic's Rabbit Hole, and Jack, thank you so much for your Patreon membership request. You are bringing us back down some Therion down the rabbit hole. Thank you for that as always. And the song that we are starting with is Cult of the Shadows.
Ooh, thank you so much, Jack. I'm really looking forward to the Shadow Cult song. Thank you so much, Jack, for bringing Therion back down the rabbit hole. You know how much we love these pioneers of symphonic metal and seeing their journey through the symphonic metal genre? Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you so much for it. I'm really looking forward to this song about cults in the shadows, or the cult of the shadows. And if you guys are as excited as we are, remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more Enter the Chronicness.
I know they also started as death metal, so I wonder if this one is mainly a death metal song, because we haven't really heard one from their death metal era opposed to their symphonic metal era as well. So, and this is not live, so it's nice we get to hear the music really, really good now.
Oh, I love that bass coming in right off the bat.
Oh yeah, that's symphonic. Yeah. That pitch is perfect for this.
Secret chief called the wisdom guard. Illuminators are six. Putrefaction process to lead the soul across the sticks.
I'm loving this song. Not only is it really fun and catchy, and it's like, it's almost kind of like, I'm not sure the genre, but it's like, it doesn't feel symphonic metal-y because it's so like kind of happy, yet they're singing about the magic of the goat, or, you know, like...
yeah, it's the Cult of Shadows. It's got Babylon in there. It had the Eye of...
Shiva bringing souls across the river Styx, you know, like, and what they're singing in the other language, it isn't Latin, but I'm not sure what it is.
I wonder if it's Spanish.
I could know, maybe, I don't know. I don't actually know Spanish enough to say yes or no.
Fair.
But I would really like to know what the other language is that they're singing in. I know that there are Spanish and English subtitles for this.
That's what I guess.
But it's a really catchy, upbeat.
Yeah.
It's a really fun song.
It's very fun.
It's very fun,
yeah.
And but it has such dark lyrics to it, so it's kind of like a juxtaposition of what they're singing and what they're playing, which is also really interesting because the magic of the goat, or what was that statue name? I can't remember.
The Shiva?
Not Shiva.
Mendes?
Oh, baby's
We'll be right
crying.
back. Baby crying.
Sorry, so the statue that I'm thinking of with the magic of the goat is the Baphomet.
Right.
And the way the Baphomet always brings things around is actually like a juxtaposition of itself. So it looks really fun and happy and like everything's going to be great, but you don't realize that behind the wallpaper and all this beauty is actually this crumbling, decrepit old building type of idea. So it's that...
And I like that you say that. I'm going to take the other way around on this. And I know we think this is very dark lyrics and all that, but I know a lot of people that don't find this dark, even like the Baphomet and all that. And honestly, it sounds very nice. And I know, like, Jack, you're really into esoteric stuff and all this as well. So I bet this doesn't give you necessarily the heebie-jeebies as maybe it does for us as well. And that's why I like Therion, because it's making us confront a lot of these topics more.
And I love these topics because I don't find them really scary or dark, but I do find I see all the sides of them because of all the research that I have done with all the
Of course.
excitement that I've had with my upbringing.
All right, here we go. Baby's okay right now. Wait, I want to hear that one more time. That was smooth.
That was very smooth.
The other side of the map a bit now. I'm so glad they kind of switched it up at the end, because we were talking about how people can kind of interpret things differently, like whether it's making them feel the heebie-jeebies or not. And I'm glad it went a little darker at that end there, because they were talking about like even alchemy and everything all the way back to the ancient 7 main gods of Babel. Like it had so much in it. And you and I were talking about alchemy and how like they're trying to change everything to gold, and how that's kind of like, we don't really have alchemy now, I don't think, but the way that we try to make everything into money now or gold, and it's just like it's such a way to look at it, and I'm glad that they added that in. They don't hide from what they're about. Obviously, the song's name as well, the call to the shadows, and like shadows itself seems like a bad thing. And what's interesting, because I just thought of this, is Pan himself is a shadow, like Peter Pan, you know?
He's always trying to find a shadow because he keeps losing it.
Yeah, so like there's just so many amazing things to talk about, and that's why we love checking out Therion, because it brings out so much stuff that we have been studying and checking into. And Jack, we can see why you love this, and you wanted me to see this one first, even though it was your third request, and you're like, no, go to this one first. So it was a nice switch up, and I think that was a great feeling. It almost had a little folkiness to it, a lot of fun, like you said.
It was a lot of fun. And the thing is right off the bat, the bass came in and just like set this mood, and then the keyboardist, those were the two that stood out for me so well, because the keyboardist was just going ham. Yeah. Just having
amazing
fun,
melody, though.
Amazing melodies. Listening to this again after I said, I'm pretty sure the language, because they're singing in English and Latin, I believe it is.
Okay.
And but correct me if I'm wrong. But what was so cool is because like they're singing about the seven gods of Babel, and then coming to the cup of ecstasy, and then it's like having that party, and that was that party feel, that funness that I'm having.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because they're drinking from the instead of it being the Holy Grail, it was the Grail of ecstasy that they were getting. Yeah. And so that was so much fun, that pleasure, that amazingness, and all coming together. And like so
it made me think of Eyes Wide Shut.
Eyes Wide Shut, exactly, very much like that.
Yeah.
And so it's a ton of fun because they're singing about this big party, but everyone's not really paying enough attention to be able to make sure you put the coins on the eyes to make sure the soul can pass over the river Styx.
Right, eh?
So that's what I was getting from it, because everyone's so worried about themselves and being able to turn this copper into gold and make this money and do these things and have this party and just have full ecstasy and have this fun. But like, did you realize that, you know, the Eye of Shiva, the destroyer, has now awakened, and you haven't even put the coins over the eyes of your mates to make sure that their soul can pass through the river Styx.
I'm
and
glad
that's
you
how
caught that.
I was taking the lyrics myself, and I could be entirely wrong. But
no, I think you're good
myself. But then it's just such a fun tone of a song.
Yeah.
And it is that party, and it gets my heart pumping, and I just want to get up and dance.
Yeah, right.
And that's why I was like, wow, this is such a juxtaposition of it, because that's how I was feeling. And I love that party because I've been in that party, and it's so much fun, and it's that ecstasy, and you're like, yay.
See, I'm the guy who always hides from those parties, and I'm pretty vanilla, y'all. So music is the way that I can expand out of my vanilla-ness, and this is the type of music that I wasn't checking back in the day. So it's amazing to see this, and especially just everything they're talking about is just so interesting, and I love sharing all of everyone's esoteric knowledge with us too. It's just so fun to kind of bounce back and forth of this stuff. I'd love to know where this was in their discography as well, how early or how late. They were all sounding amazing too, the singers there. I love how Therion always has just like so many people that just make it sound like a choir, and it's just such an event. Like you said, it feels like a party. They're all like singing at the party there.
Absolutely. And like, I love Therion, and the more that they come down the rabbit hole, the more I get to experience just what they are and what they have to offer. And there's just so much. They are all encompassing. And I loved having the lyrics because it helps me get into the song more, having the lyrics, because like I love the music, but I also want to know what the story is.
We want more than just the music now, which is our adaptation and evolution through this channel. Now we're able to hear the music so well where we kind of want to have the help with the lyrics like that. So really thank you guys. Definitely, if you request one, we love lyric videos, and we don't have to have it live or not, we don't care. Therion is amazing anyway. I hope you guys had a good time with us, though. Hit that like button, subscribe if you are new. But we are exiting the rabbit hole now, folks.
Thank you all for being here with us. Peace and love.
God bless you.
And bye for now.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Enter the Chronicness.
Special thanks to all of our YouTube, Patreon, and Buy Me a Coffee members. Thank you for all of your support.